Today I'm going to talk about Linux permissions and how they apply to files. Um, Using the right permissions can make a big difference as to who can access your files or documents. And the permissions are read, write, execute. These permissions control who can access your documents and what they can do. Some files are private and should not be shared with anyone, while others you may wish to have accessible to only others within your group. A permission of 777 allows full read and write access to your files. This really isn't a good idea. And a permission value of 707 doesn't really make a lot of sense. You have denied access to any members of your group, and yet you have let others have full access. Finally, a permission value of 745 seems more reasonable because group members can read the files, but so can everyone else. To improve security and maintain privacy, you can change the permissions for yourself, your group, and others. This can be done with the umask command or changed explicitly using the chmod command. Changing the umask value in your .bash rc config file can be used to set the default permissions that normally come from the global etc. profile settings. So you can set up default values for these permissions. It is also very important to know what permissions are often. It is often to know that permissions are often inherited from a parent. Directories and files get their permissions directly. Directories and files get their permissions from the directory directly above the parent and above it, and the most restrictive permissions take precedence, and those are the ones that are marked with a dash. In your home folder, you can use directories to organize files and control access to sensitive information. So you can take all your really important files and stick them in one folder, set the permissions, and all those files will inherit those permissions from that folder. For example, you could have a work folder in your home directory and set permissions to allow group access, but deny everyone else. Also, you could have a folder for private information which you alone can only access. So I think that gives you a better idea of what permissions are and how you can use them properly in Linux. I hope you found this discussion informative.